Hey guys, welcome back. It's everyone's favorite time. It is Reddit time. This kind of turned into mostly answering questions or looking at questions that were asked on Reddit and evaluating the advice given by the people in the comment section of each one of these, all the replies. But you know what? It's evolved. It's some of that still. Sometimes there's questions like this first one here, but sometimes it's just other interesting stuff that I want to talk about. So I included them. So buckle on up. If you have any of your own opinions, feel free to leave those down below. Whether you agree with me or not, that's fine. It's okay. It's all right to disagree, to have different takes on different stuff. But yeah, be civil. No, you know what? Don't be civil. Fight with each other down there. Do whatever you want. Free for all. Do it. All right, first one. Reddit time. Are Poke Bros an issue for anyone else? I'm writing this post on the tail end of another foul local meetup with a type of investor I call a Poke Bro. They want ridiculous prices for cards, often double of market, aggressive and lowball with insanely low offers. In Chicago, they seem to litter the online grounds of Marketplace and the like. My meetup today was for the sole purpose of picking up a first edition shadowless Venusaur. I drove 45 minutes to meet the guy, and he showed up with around 500 other cards, but not the one we agreed on. I agreed to take a look at his other ones just to be polite, and he kept shoving cards worth $30 to $50 at me and asking for hundreds on each one. Normally I'd write this off as a weird one-time event, but this is the third time in less than a month I've had an almost identical experience. Are they using expensive cards as bait in an attempt to sell their bad investments for ridiculous prices? Is this the norm now? So, your time is valuable. You might not know it. You might not realize that yet. But even if it's in terms of collecting Pokemon cards, you gotta spend that time wisely. Looking for good deals, sure. If you're on a budget, you need to look for good deals. You need to look for good collection buys in order to grow your collection. Maybe you trade or sell off some of the extra stuff. Awesome. But this is where the deal seeking, you got to be careful you're not just totally wasting your time. So if you drove 45 minutes to meet with this person, you should have, prior to driving that 45 minutes and then 45 minutes home for nothing, you wasted time, gas, energy. Unless you just really like driving, then by all means, maybe you enjoyed it. But you could have drove somewhere else. This is why there's a huge trade-off. It's like buying a collection. Maybe you're not getting exactly what you want, but you're probably going to get the best value. Buying from somebody that's flipping or whatever, and you should know the price beforehand, regardless. If you see that the person has stuff that's overpriced, it's not worth going to meet with them because you're probably not going to find a price that you agree on. That's the beauty of sites like eBay. Yes, you got stupid people on eBay that will sell with crappy pictures and you got to ask them for pictures. Or if you're the seller, you might be bothered by the people that are asking for your pictures. But at the end of the day, it's still quicker. You can sort by cheapest. You can find a deal. You can go on TCG Player. You can do the same thing. You can go on Troll and Toad. I mean, all of these have their flaws and their upsides and downsides, but nothing is even remotely close to spending an hour and a half driving and not get anything. So, it's again with the same thing. You might get some deals or stuff like that on like a Facebook Marketplace, on sites like Whatnot, as long as you can avoid, as long as you can dance around the carnival games and the people that are trying to offer you bounties and crap like that, to trick you into spending too much money. All the scammers, all the people that are just not going to ship stuff if it's a good hit on Whatnot, all the people that are just, they're going to take your friends and family payment on whatever you're using, your Venmo, your anything else on your Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. It's just it's a whole lot of hassle, a whole lot of time, and maybe you just pay the market price sometimes. And that's kind of where I'm at. I can't waste time doing stupid crap like this. This is ridiculous. It's stupid that he's asking that much for it, but it's stupid that you didn't actually know that he was going to charge that much for it beforehand. Why? Such a waste of time. Anyway, that's all I got for that one. I'd be pissed. Well, you shouldn't. What are you doing? They're like, oh, Up, I can't believe he would totally do that. Gimp with a Pimp says, I've learned that people like this are not worth expending energy on. If anything, I pity them for having to use tactics like this. Man, yeah, so worth expending energy or time, mostly time. Don't spend your time, money, energy on something like this. So this, again, we'll get into it later, but it's the same thing with people like spending money at Walmart. It's not a good idea. Unless something's like on mega sale, you're better off buying it from a game store. Lots of good options, like psapikachu.com if you're in the US, dosecards.ca if you're in Canada, with code RATTLE5 for 5% off. All right, why didn't anyone care about these boxes back in 2019 when they were dirt cheap? Because people only like things when they're expensive, when other people want them. There's this weird thing where people don't want stuff for... Not everyone. Again, guys, I got to say that every time. Got to be very specific there. But people want what they can't have. People want the expensive thing. They didn't want it until it was expensive. That's what we're seeing with like the Sun and Moon crap. That's what we're seeing with the Eeveelution, Nagaba promos. It seems like a never ending. It says got them back in 2019, 2020 when they were just sitting on Amazon. Yes. Yeah. Nobody wanted Japanese cards then. Then the Japanese cards got expensive. They got hard to get. People want what they can't have. People FOMO. People get all kinds of amped up about something that they normally didn't want or care about. I don't know what it is. I don't know how people can't see that, but it's like human nature to just want what you can't have. All right, Celebrations Cleffa miscut. Holy moly, that is definitely a miscut. I don't even know if you can you call that a Cleffa? Most of the Cleffa is not there. Looking for the other person with the other half. That was kind of neat, so I wanted to include it. All right, so now we have a bunch of people realizing and asking why their Sun and Moon cards are so damn valuable. All right, so if you haven't seen it, I got a video that came out recently about this, and it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, guys. Just like stop chasing the same thing as everyone else. For the love of God, it's embarrassing. Also, it's not sustainable. The same people that are chasing after the same thing for no reason, that they didn't want it before, but now they want it. Those people are not going to have long-term interest in whatever they have interest in at the time. It's like a follow the leader craziness right now. I mean, it's always been the fact that like the most recent stuff that comes out is usually getting extra attention. I mean, it's also usually there's like a price premium because stuff is playable and that sort. But it's usually the new flashy thing. Everyone wants the new flashy thing. The next thing comes out, they forget about the old flashy thing. So I avoid it if you can, because it's going to end up, I think in this case, it's going to burn a lot of people. But in any case, it's going to cost you extra money. You're paying extra money to chase the same thing that other people are chasing because everyone's chasing it. All right, so I guess through the collector app, discovered these are my 3 most valuable cards. I just happened to have pulled them myself as well. Yeah, I'm not that they weren't difficult to pull, but yeah, sudden interest in those things. And you can blame it on a lot of different things, but people see prices going up on something, they all of a sudden appreciate it. It's weird. I don't get it, but maybe I will someday. All right, so we have another post here that says, excuse me, WTF. They're asking, they got a Pokemon trading figure game here. It's a sideways Switch card, which is very similar to the Switch that was in the trading card game. It looks like a trading figure game. Good advice here. People identified it right away. It says, as the back says, it's from the trading figure game. It failed miserably. I have those too. I got it at a yard sale last year. Very weird stuff. I don't have any of these. They're kind of neat. If we go on Bulbapedia here, we can get the we got the logo. Yeah, we'll take a look at the figures. Those are the figures. They're kind of neat. What the hell is going on with Diglett here? Was he covered in cookie dough? Regardless, trading figure game, kind of botched. Here down at the bottom, you get a list of all the cards that are in the trading figure game. We had two expansions apparently. I don't know a whole lot about it, but that's what it's from. If you ever come across something like that. All right, we have another post here. Everything is sun and moon. Everything everywhere is sun and moon. Everything. It's either it's Eeveelution promos or sun and moon. All of it. Bought this back in September for 32 European dollarinos. Downloaded this collector app to track my cards and saw this. Anyone know why it skyrocketed so much? Yes. Crazy FOMO extreme to the max. Everyone buying it. Everyone claiming that they want it now. I have this card. Beautiful card. I really like Sun and Moon. But at the same time, I'm not buying this new interest, this new all of a sudden interest in this stuff. I don't know exactly what caused it, why it's causing it. There's still some Sword and Shield alt arts. If people are just like, oh yeah, but they're alt arts now, so we got to collect all the alt arts. There's still a lot of Sword and Shield alt arts that are extremely cheap. So maybe people played themselves out on those. Sorry, and now need to move into something else because heaven forbid that they gotta still like the ones that were recent and hyped up. All right, we have donations. So this is cool. They say offer the library to donate all the extra cards we've accumulated. I call that to be sure they wanted them, and they are very excited. They have a summer program for kids that they want to use them for. So this is cool. And I always get people that are asking, they're like, hey, what should I do with I got so much bulk. I opened 69 million packs. I'm looking for a Moonbryon, and what do I do with my bulk? So if you need the money, you can sell them on local classifieds for much more than you're going to get trading them into a store or a bulk buying program of any kind. Or if you just want to get rid of them, you don't want the hassle, you can easily give these away. So even if you post that on your local classifieds, if you don't have a library or something nearby that would like to distribute them to the kids will love these. Like little kids that just want Pokemon cards, they don't care what they are. It doesn't need to be a Moonbryon in there. And if it's cool, it's Pokemon, they're going to be excited about it. Never fails. You can give some out on Halloween. That's usually a pretty good time. Very excited for that. The trick-or-treaters, anything, I know they're looking for candy, but at the same time, it's a nice little surprise when they get the cards. You don't necessarily have to have the Halloween packs. If you have a bunch of bulk, if you have extra holos, if you have extra Vs, whatever you have, the kids will love that stuff. Same with if you have like the stickers, coins, and that kind of stuff. It's a good way to get rid of those. Probably don't give them the pins. And it's probably a bad idea. Don't give them the pins. Save the pins. Give the pins to the older kids or someone else. All right. Next, we have someone who says, love my LGS. I run their Pokemon League and events as a volunteer, but can't usually afford to buy much product. Yesterday, I stopped by, and the owner wouldn't let me leave without an armful of freebies. So, some very cool freebies here. We got some Shining Legends, which is very cool. Those must be pretty expensive at this point in time. No, the value of the cards within the Shining Legends packs probably not very expensive, but the packs themselves are probably pretty costly at this point in time. Nice to get some Paldea Evolved, Scarlett and Violet promo packs. Looks like Build and Battle kit packs. So that's really nice. I think that's cool when a store is able to give back to the people that help around the store if they're hosting or running the Pokemon League stuff, to give them some stuff as sort of a thank you is nice. Hopefully they're also getting like staff promos and stuff like that. But yeah, awesome. Good to see it. Good job. We got it here. Weirdest mint print I've pulled. We have a Folly Purba. Looks like a German Leafeon. I don't know what it is. Why are the German cards? It seems like there can't be that many German cards printed, but I don't know what it is. It seems like German error cards, especially ones that are printed in very weird ways, always seem to be there's like a weird amount of German error cards. If anyone can explain why that happened, I'm under the impression that they are printed in the U.S. and shipped over, but I think someone sent me some information on that recently. So I don't know what it is, but whatever. Maybe whenever they're doing the German print run, they are drinking on the job. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Let's get the full blank back because it was printed the same side twice. All right, absolutely ridiculous prices at FYE. I didn't know what FYE was. We don't have those here, so I didn't have to look that up. We got. It looks like it's kind of like GameStop and Hot Topic or something. It's got the same stuff that you find at GameStop, like the junk on the walls, like the different franchise book bags and T-shirts and watches and beverages, Funko Pops. What? I'm not even sure what that Funko Pop is, but regardless, that's what it is. $70 US for a Clara box. I don't know if they like open this up. If it was coming open, sometimes the glue doesn't stick all that well on these. But they have it taped, or maybe the hanger was breaking. They taped the security thing on. They taped the top of it. Like this thing looks like it looks bad. It's looking bad, but also $70. It's probably gonna sit there a while before anyone should buy it for $70. I think they were on sale in the U.S. Were they like $25 a piece or something, which was crazy. But then also it was like buy 3 get 1 free or something, so even less than that. Yeah, I don't know about this, but regardless, you shouldn't be buying Pokemon cards there anyway. You shouldn't be buying them from Walmart. You shouldn't be buying them from, I guess, Toys R Us if you're in Canada, unless there's something very specific that you want. Holy crap, that tin is $49.99. It's one of the Galar bird tins, I guess. Again, we got the taped on security thing. I don't know how you stay in business, but also I don't know. We see a lot of people that'll buy from Walmart or anywhere else. Again, go to psapikachu.com. You'll get some good deals. Pre-order your stuff if you have to. We got Paldea Evolved opening coming up. Be tuned on release day. Super mega stream on release day, so be ready for that. It's going to be a blast. 3 cases. Going to open 3 cases again. And if you're in Canada, go to dosecards.ca. Code Rattle5, 5% off. You don't need a code on PSA Pikachu. Once again, it's just the lowest price is the price that is listed at any given time. So take advantage of that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time. Bye.